You can record it and got it.
Okay, so can you see this?
Yep.
All right. So I obviously advanced on the GUI that I did last year. And I made a lot of progress. I added a lot of things that the engineers had wanted. We went to Houston. So um this is just a little bit of an introduction of what I did last year and how I transformed into this year. And the goal this year was to advance the GUI, but also have Brianna and Ari's part available connected to my GUI as well. And also have some additional security, more access to things, and basically more availability on the whole program. So my accomplishments this year, for all of these here, I started working on changing the language and the settings. So basically what that means is in the settings page, there's a language section where you can select a different language and it'll change like the GUI's language portion to that language. That's still in progress, but I am working on it. So the note saving was a big thing for the engineers last year during the finalist thing, because they wanted to have, in my lab page, we had a note section where you could type in it and press the save button and it saves in a text file with the date and the time. I got that to work and that's all set. It goes into a separate notes folder for them, and you can edit in that folder as well and all that good stuff.
Wow.
The
Great.
database that I did on the login screen is nothing really crazy. It's still in progress, but I did get some back end into it for it to display the credentials that you receive once you log in. The 3D box, that's when we thought we were going to Jersey, so that I did print out, but it doesn't matter anymore. The LED wiring is basically just the lights that hardware connecting to the Raspberry Pi. I just redid those a little bit and tweaked them a little bit. I added the insect page for Ari, the note section, the lab page, a lot of configurations to my main page. And one thing that the astronauts did point out last year was my time display was in military time.
Mhm.
And they said that they'd prefer in regular time because I guess on the ISS it's like a whole nother thing.
Mhm.
And then connectivity from the main page to Brianna and Ari's insect page. So in the video that I'm going to share, I'm going to stop this and I'm going to show this and just kind of give you a rundown.
Sure. I stopped my video because I don't want to use up a lot of power from my phone. I figured
Okay.
that might work better. I'm still here, sitting here.
So this is the login page and it's a little blurry. I try to get it as much as I could. But
Yeah, I
basically,
remember that. It was blurry.
yeah, I try to get as much as I could. I don't know what's going on with the whole YouTube thing, but I'll
Yeah,
explain everything when we go through it.
sure.
So when you log in, it gives you log in with the username and the password, and once you log in, it pops up and it says receive the credentials, username, whatever the username is, password, whatever that is, the OK button, and it goes right to the main page. Now this is where I added a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know if you remember from last year, but this was like completely empty and we had no idea what we could do here. But
Mhm.
basically what I did is when you log in, it shows you the username that has logged in at the top. On the right, there is an access page to their insect lab. Down below that, this is where I wanted to have like accessibility to multiple people. So like, let's say if Flo, you logged into your account, but you wanted to send um Glenn or add him onto something, you could do that here
Mhm.
if you were working on a project together. And then the current members is basically the same thing. It shows what role you have in that project and what role Glenn would have. And then in the middle, it's got projects in progress. So basically it shows the project name, the people that are involved, and the date started. And I got these green things to indicate that they're still in progress. And you can also add a new project as well.
That is awesome. I love
And
how you filled it up.
thank you.
That's cool.
And then this goes into the lab pages that we did last year and all that good stuff. And then, so here, down here in the notes section, this is where you can type all of the stuff that the astronauts may use. And then this save button right here is connected to a file directory, which then saves the stuff that is connected into here to a folder separate in the text file. And then down here, they have their lab insect directory, which I should be going to in a second. This actually, I do show how it works. So I type hello in here, I press save. I go into the folder that I connected it to. And then it should say, yep, date and time.
Mhm.
And then open it and it says hello right there. And then go faster. Settings page. So then, all right, so that's it for that video. The rest is basically the others. Okay, here is their insect lab.
Oh, awesome.
So this is theirs. It looks like mine as of right now because it was just a layout I gave them.
Yeah.
But right now there is some other things that I add into here. Up here, I have a connect button, which connects to another screen that shows all the connections to hardware, and you can check them. You can activate some, you can deactivate some, all that good stuff.
Right.
And here's where the camera view would be. Camera's giving me a lot of problems right now, but I'm still working on that. Lights will be here. Those are all set and those are connected in the note section as well that they have.
What kind of problems is the camera giving you?
It's just like, so it's my Raspberry Pi is reading the camera,
Yeah.
but it's not uploading. And when I tried to use it on one of my shop teachers thing,
Yeah.
it was showing the camera, but it wasn't uploading. But it did upload, but it didn't upload on mine. So I'm thinking it's the SD card.
Yep.
So I'm still working on that because I really don't want to reflash everything. So I want to see if there's another way I can fix that problem.
Maybe even you see if it will upload on a USB drive
I could do that.
instead of a SD card. We will use those mini SD cards for, when it's up in space, but just to see if it will take a picture, see if it put in one of those big USB. No, some USBs are small now. I don't know.
All right, I'll try that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a much better view as to what it looks like when it says receive the credentials.
Mhm.
So here's got the username and the password, and then this is when after you log in, this is what happens. And this creates security and privacy and also gives the computer knowledge who had logged in.
Mhm.
These are the main improvements that I did that I explained in the video. This is the lab page for them as well that I explained in the video. The note section that I explained. Also another thing then the note section is when they leave the GUI, like when they exit out of that page, if
Yeah.
they go back in, they can create a new text file in the new note section for their new projects.
Awesome.
And then
I think you're the only one who's working on the insect GUI, so that's cool.
and then this is kind of like the description of the check connectivity, which I have a button on my homepage, my lab page, and their lab page, which connects to that other page to show any connectivities. But this page is still in progress. This I started about a couple days ago. But yeah.
Oh, awesome. So, could you stop sharing? Stop recording.
Okay.
And you can stop sharing too, but stop recording. And could you put that recorder on YouTube and send Glenn and